Oh, the 98 Buick LeSabre. These things were kind of conflicting for me. Rode nice, kind of a beast. Soon they were trying to restyle the insides a little too much for me, but trying to make things a little bit too fancy. But otherwise, this one's got passenger side climate control too. So they're probably next to impossible to find a control head for. She was told it needs a control head. I'm not so sure yet, but we're gonna go to full defrost mode. She said it would just quit working altogether. It seems to be working just fine. Boy. These things were definitely a beast back in the day. What's the neighbor up to down here? Running a snowblower? Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh, you stuck over there? Oh yeah? Some guys out there getting in trouble. Gotta move snowbanks back this year, I tell ya. It's been kind of a nasty winter for snow. We had to push that driveway back quite a bit, but you'll have that. We got a lot of winter left. At least 3 months, 4 months. 3? Call it 3. Let's try to think that May. It's not going to snow in May. Let's go with that. Usually it snows in April around here, so. This thing's got 115,700 miles on it, so. We'll take her for a good beat here, see if the heating quit's working on it at all, and then we'll bring you back. It's a delayed record on this for some reason, but I just want everybody to know, when you see the trash barrel in the future, and you look at the pristine cutting that went on there,
we don't need to look at that.
That shit wasn't me.
No, we don't need to look at that.
Well, we're getting techie in here now, because Connor's getting all this stuff figured out how to, well, he figured out how to do the live stream off the GoPro, but it's like a 30-second delay or something. It's weird. Now we got a flat screen in here. Katie got a different TV from Helen, so now she doesn't want that one in the house anymore, so we're going to see if we can broadcast the live from, what did you do? Figure it out already? Oh, look at you. See? Fucking kids just get it. I'd be fucking around for 2 hours trying to figure that out and just resort to drinking beer. Oh, by the way, since he's doing that, I'm going to drink a beer. I'm done with customer pay for the day. Fuck it. I don't know what time it is. What time is it? 4:30. Yeah. I haven't had a beer yet, and it's Saturday. We'll start small. We'll go with 12 ounces. Louie, I appreciate you, man. Plus, it's time to do some cleanup. Pretty much everything else is done except for feeding the wood stove, but that's a continual battle, so we'll do that later, too. See you guys on a live. Well, it's Saturday, and usually on Saturday nights we have a members-only live stream. It was his idea.
Well, you were part of the planning committee, so. Besides, I set ground rules that you quit following, so.
I followed him tonight.
Kind of.
Our live stream. It was fine.
Okay, fine.
Except for this fuckery. The, Chad Beauchamp. So you want to know the things that happen on a members-only live stream? Well, look at the glitter on the floor. Isn't it fabulous? Look at the glitter on my face, my hat, my shirt, my pants. my beard, for fucks. Look at... Let's look at a way to end the day, right? Now I gotta clean up all this fucking glitter. Chad, I appreciate you for all the minty ass shop supplies. That's gonna really help out, but... your time is coming, my friend. Your time is coming. Well, good Sunday morning. 29th of January. Let's head out the door and get some stuff done today, shall we? So, first thing we got, Subaru keys. I've already been out here, did a little bit of a members only video. If you're not a member, try it out. It's $5 a month. You get a different video. You get another video every day. 3 minutes, sometimes 8 minutes. It just depends. A little bit of a members update. Kind of a behind the scenes kind of thing. So we get this thing started up so it can warm up. We'll take it into the shop. We'll show you what we're going to do there. Pretty nice clean car. 17 with 135 on it. They keep her pretty nice. So let that warm up for a little bit. Go over here and do a wood stove check. I just put wood in a little bit ago, so you can see she's cheeching pretty good. Oh yeah, 157. She's cooking. Nice. Okay, I got my gloves on, my hood up. We'll walk up and check on some critters, see how they're doing. Why is she cold this morning? Minus 19 right now. Was minus 26 at sunrise. Hold on. My gloves on. My extremity's gonna get cold in a hurry. I'm gonna end up sticking you in here. Keep you warm. Go in there. Oh yeah. We'll zip you up in there. There, you can sit below my chest, below my chin. You can listen to me huff and puff. There. It's not a chest rig, but it kind of works. Squeaky snow. Squeaky, squeaky snow. See how these guys are doing. They got lots of bedding up here. Pigs are all bedded down. No chickens outside. And you got lots of bedding. Look at all these bedding cows. What do you guys think? Good to go, huh? I see no problems. We probably want a little water, huh? Yeah. That actual layer of ice on top actually insulates that thing pretty good. I'll probably plug it in today because it's supposed to get colder tonight, so. They were forecasting 12 below last night, made it to 26 below, so that's kind of this area though. We're in a swamp on top of the world. You can see the view that we got. We're pretty much above all the trees here. I mean, those ones out there we're kind of looking at eye shot from, but everything else around us is downhill. So we get all the wind all the time, and we get the cold air still settles into the swamp because the swamp's right there. So it's kind of funny how that works. We'll get the ice chisel out and then we'll bust ice as needed later. All right, so anybody that's does any filming themselves, especially with GoPros outdoors this time of the year, you can't do a lot of filming out there before it just takes its toll on the battery. The new extreme stuff is supposed to be good for colder weather, but not this kind of cold weather. So it is 65 degrees in here right now. But when I open the door, that cold air just rushes in. So the way I combat that, and because I'm using in-floor heat, the way we're going to combat that is with that heat exchanger up there. And I'll go through my heating system here real quick. I don't know why I left these so close to the pizza oven. I'm sure they're all melted now that
Connor was cooking stuff in there. It might be just, oh, maybe not. Oh well. My heating system, that ball valve controls all my heat. Right now it's completely closed, so we're putting full heat to the floor right now with the cold weather and running vehicles in and out. It stays, well, I mean 65 for shop temp, it's pretty nice. But this heat exchanger up here, we got a switch. I don't know what we're doing with all these cords, and somebody needs to wire in some more outlets, but we can flip that on to low, push it away as low, pull it back as high. So we're going to throw that on, and see how she ramps up. You pretty much can gain about a degree a minute of recovery heat. So I'll let that, when I bring the vehicle in, it's going to regain all of my heat back in here in a real short period of time, especially with the boiler temp being up to where it is. It doesn't take long at all. So let's get that Subaru in here and I'll show you what's going on. And yes, a garage door opener is going to have to happen in the future because it's woefully inefficient to keep doing it that way, but it is what it is. Alright, so Subarus have inboard pad and outboard pad, if I can get them to sit flat in my hand here. And the customer had them flipped around backwards. That was on the outside, it should be on the inside, and vice versa. So we got to flip those around, and then we'll get this thing back later in the week for the rest of the parts that it needs. The battery's a little low on this old girl, so we're gonna let her sit outside and run for a minute, just because these cold weather starting temps have taken its toll on the battery. The customer will probably be here to get it before too long anyway, but we'll we don't want it to be a no start when he gets here, so. There. Windows up. I'll leave her run. Well, I'm gonna crack that. Come on. I like to just crack the window a little bit, so that way I don't trust auto locks and anything. So now we're gonna see if that little 6.4 diesel will start without being plugged in. Alright, 2008 F-250 6.4 diesel, 250,000 miles on this old girl. We're gonna see if she's gonna cheech this one. Glow plugs. I put new batteries in this truck, so. I'm about to find out. I'm actually amazed it started that well. That's shocking to me. It's not a bad truck, Jess. Gonna go start the old white whale too for Connor, so he can get off to hauling some hay here before too long. I'll get her done and let her rip tater chip. We got the secondary lineup of vehicles going on over there. You can see it. Nice. All right, time to grab some breakfast and then we get tires put on this pickup. Pull that pickup in to warm up. I gotta remove an ice dam, so it's gonna be a hell of a day. Well, let's mount a couple of tires. And by the way, the glitches in this camera are really pissing me off. Bead breaker. This is about as big a tire as I can do on this machine. It's kind of, I can do bigger, but it's kind of its limit size of the tire wise. I can do bigger wheels, but usually they're a lower profile tire. These, I don't have enough bead blaster. Well, 90% of tire machines don't have enough bead blaster to seat the bead on these, especially with these tires. I left them in yesterday, brought them in yesterday when the customer brought them to warm up. But I'll show you the difference here in the tire and the wheel. Gotta watch for your TPMS sensor. That can't, there's a TPMS sensor. Oh, that one doesn't have one. Never mind. Don't have to worry about TPMS sensor. But usually there's a TPMS sensor there, and you want to make sure that that's on this side of the head, so the bead doesn't go down and break the sensor off. So you gotta push the bead underneath on one side, pick it up on the other. These Goodyears are good and stiff. When I get around, I like to reset the head. Just make sure it doesn't pop up a little bit. Now this is the hard part. I'll put you over here for this. Sit on the recliner or the office chair. So you gotta lift this side up, bar in, and then you gotta keep this side in the groove in your relief. They don't have enough of a drop center in these wheels from the factory. It really bugs me because they were trying to put bigger brakes on 18-inch wheels. So now, see, this one's a fight. This is where it's nice to have two people, but I had to get Connor going on hay too, so plus I usually do this by myself during the week.
There. It's a fight to get those bastards up. Every time. If you have the third iron tire machine, that makes it easier, but I do not, so we fight it. White letter's out on this. A little bit of a pain in the rear because you gotta clean the white letters when you're done, but that's all right. Move the bead up. Valve stem is 180 away from your head, approximately. Doesn't have to be exactly 180 away. You roll your bead over to tell your tire is right there, valve stem is right there, so that way it'll roll onto the wheel. Like that. Now this side, we gotta bring the valve stem around. Tell the valve stem's right there. Beads right there, and as we roll the tire down, it'll pop right on there. I'll show you a more detailed one another time and a little easier tire to work on. It'll make a little bit more sense then. I'm gonna push the tire down into the drop center so it'll pop onto the wheel. Now these ones, you see how much relief I have here? See how much relief is there? Even with that bead blaster, it won't, these tires are stiff enough. I can't get it to seat. In the past, when I've done this, we've used 2 of them. You have to have 2 people, obviously. So we're gonna ether it. It doesn't have a TPMS sensor in it anyway. You can ether the hell out of it. So, I'll get it set up, let's do it. All right, so, because I'm using balancing beads, I already put the balancing beads in the wheel, and I put the valve stem back into the core back into the valve stem. I'm gonna pre-light my torch, because my torch is kind of a piece. It doesn't like to light all the time. Let me set that over there, away from the subject. Ether. This is just Max from Napa. Use a hefty dose and have your air hose on hand. So pick up the wheel. Leave a little trail. Grab your air hose, grab your torch. Oh, it was close. It fell. So I'm using compressed air. Make sure I don't have any burn in here. You're gonna have to hit it again with the ether. Test shot. Push it down. Make sure your foot's not in there. Give her a little test shot like that, so that way we know if there's any residual. That'll work. Air hose. Oh, come on. Now you can see it's dropped. It's seated on the bottom bead, not the top bead. Make sure all our fires are out, as I said before. Give her a
that shot of ether. This one will maybe build a little bit more pop because it's coming up the top, not the bottom. Oh, come on. Really? Yeah, it's definitely seated on the bottom. So we might be able to get it to go this way. Oh, lean it against Tiger Machine. Now that it's nice and pliable. Don't mind my pants falling down. Just because I'm fat. Now that's nice and pliable from 3 attempts with ether. They're a fight. No matter how you look at it, they're a fight. That really wide wheel and low drop center, shallow drop center, I should say. And not much here for tire width makes it a real pain. Sometimes you can wedge blocks in them overnight and that helps. In this case, we give her a little heat. Away you go.